Hello home bakers, today I'm going to show you how to properly line your cake tin for your Christmas fruit cake. So I've already had a pre-cut parchment paper circle that fits into the inside of my cake tin. Because of the nature of fruit cake, you want to also line the sides. So here I'm just getting a rough estimate of the total circumference of my cake tin, measuring that onto the parchment paper. Then I'm going to cut it out and fit it into the cake tin. Now, because fruit cake bakes at a lower temperature and for longer, you run the risk of the cake over baking or over browning if you don't properly line it. So for this particular recipe, it is absolutely important that you properly line your cake tin. If you are new to my channel and you are wondering how to actually line a cake tin if you're baking your standard sponge cake, I've got videos on how to line both a round cake and a square cake. I will put these videos in the description section so you can have a look at them later on to see how to line a cake for your regular baking. So now you can see I've got the full circumference and a length that will go in the cake tin. You will notice when I put in the parchment paper that actually the height is much taller than my cake tin, and this is deliberate, and you will understand later on. So when you line your cake tin, you want there to be an overhang of parchment paper on the outside of the cake tin. So I will show you exactly what I mean in a second. Now be sure to make sure that you've properly greased your cake tin, both the bottom and sides of your cake tin. Now you can gently stick the parchment paper onto the sides of your cake, and now we're going to start to create that overhang of parchment paper and folding it on the outside of your cake tin, just as you see right here. And the reason for this, again, is protective of your cake, to allow your cakes to bake more evenly and stop them from over baking and over browning. If you are a subscriber, welcome, and if you haven't, I tell you, you are missing out. Why don't you click the subscribe button, which is flashing up on your screen now? Subscribe and put on all the notification buttons. I post videos at least once a week on cake decorating, cake recipes, tips and tricks that will help you make amazing cakes. You don't want to miss out. Click the subscribe button now. So here is the finished cake. You can see that the inside is totally perfectly lined, and that is what you want to see. And finally, I like to cook my fruit cake in a water bath because that allows for even baking and prevents my cake from over baking and burning. So I'm going to wrap the bottom end of the cake tin with some aluminium foil. And you're going to also need a square cake tray that fits the cake pan just like that. So my batter is all ready and it's in the cake tin, and all I'm going to do is just pour about ½ an inch of water into the square baking tray, and I'm going to bake like that. Don't forget to look out for the rest of my video showing you how to make an amazing, delicious fruit cake. You are going to absolutely love it. Happy baking.